Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 173 of playing chess every day until 2000 Delo, and we are sitting at 1740, our all-time peak, and a beautiful number. We find a 1934 with the white pieces, and they're actually gonna play with us. This is awesome. I bet you anything they play this, and he wants me to go to a Vienna Gambit. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what these 2Ks think like. Let's see if he's a previous 2K. Because a lot of these people have have hit 2K before. No, it looks like he's actually at his peak right now. And it looks like a little kid. Alright, so we get the Vienna. We're going to play the Gambit. Or should I go for should we try something different? I don't think so. I think we go with what we know. I haven't studied this enough yet. Not to play it against a 1934. I would be basically hoping that he plays this so that I could play d3 and then get a transposition. But we're going to play this. Sergei. Moldova. Interesting. So my opponent is thinking on move 2 and 3. Debating on what he wants to play. He does play the mainline Vienna Gambit. I'm sitting like him in his profile picture there. His fist against the face. Okay, so he takes. I wonder if he's gonna go into like the queenless game. Well, we'll find out. Here or here? Ooh, bishop there. Okay. So does he want to give this check? Is that his point? Probably not. I think we just play here. Just protect the pawn. Try to castle. He'll probably short castle. Or do that. Should I go here? I don't really want to give up my bishop, but good question. I think we just castle. Then we got double pressure on this pawn. So we're threatening to take the pawn, but he's going to play here. But we actually might, so if he plays here, we might be able to push, but then he goes here. Okay, just wait. So if I were to push here and he goes here, I don't think that's great. Maybe we go knight here. Try for this. But I guess if I go here, he can just take. GG's. I could also utilize the pin and play this move. It's really not the craziest move ever. He can't take because rook would take. And if I go here and he pushes, then we can not take. But we take the bishop, then he has to go here. So if here... Does he have any intermezzos? I mean, he can do this, but then just takes. So if I go here, he's got this skewer that I'm a little bit worried about, but it currently can't work. So we just need to monitor this. So if I were to go here and then he made this move, I guess I could just take. But then he takes, but then we go here, and then he goes here. So if I play here, I think his best bet would be to counterattack and try to get me. No, then he still can't take. He still can't take. So let's go bishop here. So if he plays this move, I think I need to go here, because if I go here, or if he goes here and I were to take, he could take in his check, and then he could take here. So we need to be careful of this move, because if here, and I take per se, he takes, I take, he takes, and then we cannot recapture. So if he tries to go for this, then I think we need to protect the bishop in such a manner. He pushes, but now we just take, right? And he can't take here. We take, he goes here, then this is all opened up for me, but I don't think this check's really that great. I definitely think we take here. So take. We don't really want to allow him to castle into this. So I do think I need to go for this check or go bishop here. But then we lose this pawn is the problem. So maybe here, and then here. But then he can still take the pawn because it's protected. So maybe here, we need to go here, and we're not afraid of this. And then we'd be threatening the pawn. So let's go ahead and take, and then just finish our development. It's going to suck because he's going to castle, and he's going to have immediate pressure. I don't think this check is worth it. I don't think there's anything there. I could be wrong. We can look at it a little bit. So if I go here and he pushes, I mean, my best bet's to probably play this move, but then I'm not really threatening anything. I mean, I can go here. He can always just run the king this way or go here and long castle. So I feel like that's just not the way. And now he has this weakness. I also have this weakness though. If I were to take here, he takes, I take, he has that. So there's nothing there. I could take the pawn, but once again, he takes. So now we need to calculate knight e2. Knight e2 protects the pawn. Can he push? No, because we take. Or even take with the pawn. But I don't think I want to take with the pawn. So knight e2, what else can he do? He can't take the pawn. He can castle. So knight e2 castles. This is pinned to my queen. So then he'd be threatening to do stuff like this. So maybe then we have to play g3. So knight e2 castles g3. And there's no light squared bishop to pin me. So we're good with that. I think my position's relatively good. But I'm a little bit worried about him castling short with that open f-file. And then my queen also being aligned. I don't like that. There's one thing I don't like. I also have ideas of playing maybe probably queen to g4 rather than queen g3. But queen here and then have ideas of this. But it's easily defended with a move like this, but it can't actually be attacked. However, if I move the bishop, then this is attacked. So we need to think about that. Okay, so we could play this move, hitting the pawn, threatening it with check. Or we could stick to the plan of playing g3 to hold this so that it's not constantly being weak. Because I'd like to take this pawn or take it with like this. I'm actually considering taking it with the pawn rather than the knight, because then I can play c3 and then our pawn chain is very solid. So if I take it right now, he can come here. But then I play this. And if he takes, we can take. And he can't take because the knight. But then he can overload me, and I think we can take here. I think so. Let's go ahead and take. So we're up a pawn currently. But we are currently x-rayed by a rook. I don't like it. So if I play this move, I have two threats. This pawn and this move. So if I go here, how does he defend both of those things? I guess another problem with that is if I go here and then here, he can just do this move. No, because then I take and he can't recapture because there's only one protector. Okay, it's not so bad. If the knight ever moves over here, this pawn will be free, but I wouldn't really want to take it, I don't think. Opening up the b file for him, I don't know, that feels a little bit wrong. But at the same time, he's probably going to start throwing those pawns forward. So if I play queen g4, he'll probably play like queen d7. Okay, so he just preemptively gets out of the way. I guess that is understandable. But I feel like I should just start throwing the pawns forward now. I can't play this because it takes. But that could prove to be decent to just sack a pawn for this open h file, or I could slow play it. To be honest, I think sacking a pawn for the opening of that file is not a bad idea. So if I play here, he takes. Here, he takes. We play rook here. I guess he can always just like push the pawns, but then we double up. Probably tries to trade this off. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's just give him the pawn. It's probably not the right move, but we should be able to get a little bit of counterplay with it. And what if we, so after he takes, what if we go here? Stepping out of any kind of pin. And then if he moves the bishop, we just immediately have a checkmate threat. So if takes queen h3, he can't really protect this without going here. So he's going to play that move. Okay, so here, here, here. I have to come back. Then he can't come in. Okay, so if he takes, we go here. Then he has to play g5, and then I go here attacking the bishop. Bishop can't take because then there's mate. So then takes, pawn takes, queen takes, and then we come over with the rook. But the only thing that I don't really like about that is then he can just play h5 probably, and then the rook can possibly get in. And then this hangs. Queen there. Wow. What's his idea with that? I really don't like this pin. I don't entirely want to move. I don't really want to use my time to move the queen. So if I go here, what's he going to do? He can't take. He can come in, but then I would go here. He goes here. I always have this move too. I feel like we just play h5 here. He goes h6. Let's play it. We can't play g4 until we're out of this pin. We just can't. So I'm thinking queen h2 or queen h3 next, just to hit this pawn and have a lot of pressure here. I don't know if I should. I could go here and it does fork these two pawns, but the thing that I don't like about this one is just I really don't want to open up his b file for him. I know it's just a free pawn, but yeah, I don't want to. Okay, so he's got another attacker on here, but I think I can just play here. Just play here for now. I think this is a pretty safe move. And then we just get out of the fork. Or not out of the fork. Out of the X-ray. We've probably been in the X-ray for too long, if I'm being totally honest. Also, notice that his bishop has literally like no squares. Okay, so now he finally does that. So I could go here, and if he takes, then I go here. But I could also just play this move. And then if he takes, we take back. I mean, that was kind of the whole point of keeping that pawn on g2. He adds more pressure. The thing is, though, I just take with the pawn, right? So takes. He can't take because we have this. So I think we can utilize this time to maybe do something else. We can't push the pawn. If I ever play this move, he's probably going to play here. Not right now because he would just take. It's as simple as that. I can't take right now because he would take. So I'm thinking maybe we just get this rook active on this file. We're just going to play rook to f1. And then we might be able to go here and here. But I guess at that point, then he can just take the pawn. I'm not really so sure how I can make progress here is kind of the issue. Because there's quite a blockade. There's rook there, but I don't know. I guess now I could play this move. And then I'm threatening to take like this. Or threatening to take here and then take. Yeah, so let's just get our queen off of that line. No, he takes. So we're going to take with the rook. I'm not so sure if that was the greatest idea. We're going to try and stay active though. So let's bring this to this file. Basically, I'm threatening to win this pawn because if he doesn't take, then I'll take. Okay, he can take with the king now. But now that this pawn is pinned, I can go here and he has to play this move. He doesn't have to, I guess. You know, it'd be a funny blunder. If he moved here, it'd be kind of funny. I mean, that'd be the stupidest move ever because I just take. But because I think we'd have queen here. And obviously he can just take. But if he didn't, he took here. We'd have takes, and then takes, checkmate. No, not checkmate. I don't know. It's kind of a silly little observation, but he's down to a minute. Yeah, so he plays there. So now, if we could get our queen here, it would be checkmate. I'm not quite sure how we could do that, though. So if I take, he takes, I take, king probably takes. I just don't see how we're breaking through. I guess then we can come in with the knight. So here, here, here. If queen takes, I think we have this. So here, here, here. Queen takes. We come here with check, I guess. So that could be good. But if king takes, then we probably have some sort of check. We're going to take. King takes. Now we're going to jump up here with the knight. We're going to try and win this pawn. He protects. Okay. Just don't know how to make progress. I mean, I guess I can slowly come here. If I go here, he has checks. I don't like that. So let's just step up with the king. I think I need to get something like that going. He goes queen there. Maybe he wants to target this pawn. We're just going to slowly go here. He's probably thinking this, actually. Oh. No. Dang. Dang. Okay, but the knight's tied down to this. He's got to protect the pass pawn. He can probably go win that one. Can I go here? Let's go here. Takes, takes. And then we have two pawns. I should be calculating here. I need to relax. He's not going to take. That'd be silly, I think. But I wonder if this is a move. We're still just up a pawn. And we can probably play here and here to try and get at this. But I don't think I can take and then trade all this. So I think he just wins that. So if takes here, is that any good? No, probably not. Takes here, I think, is the way. Then if this, we go here. He's down to 20 seconds, but it's increment. Okay, so he plays there. But we can take this. Then he'll take here. But here, 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 or here, here. I think we do this. Just banking on these pawns. Let's go here. We're attacking. Attacking this pawn. It's protected now. But if he moves, let's see, not blundering any fork. He protects here. Now we're going to push. Should probably play this. He's back up to a minute. It's crazy how much increment allows you to play. He goes back. Okay, let's go here. Just going to play this. Oh, okay. It's a little bit scary. I feel like I need to be over here. So if I go here, he can't go here. If I go here, I can probably try and trade. Maybe I do want to be this way. If I go here, what's his plan? Can't go here. This pawn can't stop both of them. I think my king needs to be this way. Let's go here. I just think that I need to be up in this grill. Yeah, so he's going to start pushing that pawn. That's his plan. So if I go here, he's going to give me a check. And then he's going to pick this up. So we don't want to do that. On the next move, he's probably going to go there. I think I need to play here. If he pushes, we just go like this. If he goes here, then I can take with the king. Then he's got this fork. Yeah, I think I need to try and go for that. He's going to go here. I'll take with the king. He'll go here. I just go back. He takes. No, he goes there. So he's preparing these pushes. But now we can go here. If I go here, he goes here. But if he goes there, so if I go here, he goes here, I go here. He gets this pawn, but I think we should be fine. Now I think we can just go ahead and solidify this 3-on-2. I could play here. It weakens it. Could go check, then he's kicked out of there. But if I go check, let's go check. I can't go king there. Now let's walk the king up. But I can't allow him to get this pawn. So I'm going to go here. And I'm going to try for this, I think. Maybe not. Maybe we step over with the king first. If I step here, he can go check. Then I go here, check. But then we get the pawn. This 3-on-2 should hold itself. Ooh, he's pushing. Check here. I think I need to take. It's going to go like this if I move. So if I go here, he goes check. I go here, here, here. Takes here. Then he's just over here with all the pawns. I think I need to be back here protecting this pawn at all costs. I guess I'm only one move away from doing that. So if I go here, what's he gonna do? Push? Or do we go this way? Here, here. Takes. Check here. Let's trade this pawn off. We can protect. Now he gets in, and we lose the game, don't we? Oh my gosh, we actually just messed this up so bad. We can go here. He takes. So here, here, here. It's just a draw. I'm just going to offer him a draw because it's a draw. That really sucks. I feel like we had some good chances. But I will take a draw against a 19-30. We're going to take a quick look at this, and we're going to hop into a second game. Yeah, we were crushing. So we should have won this game, but yeah, we just didn't. That sucks. So we played with an 80.6. He played with an 81.8. Vienna Gambit. All this is main line. Pushes. That's a mistake, because I can take. So this is another mistake. What should I have done here? I should have just played queen there immediately, getting out of the way. And I mean, we kind of just stood around, did nothing. And then right here is a big mistake because he gives me the pawn, he takes, and then I get another pawn. And I should have been able to convert this. That's a miss. I had to take d7. He has no way to stop me from promoting. Oh my gosh. And then, yeah, we lost a lot of advantage here. So right here was the first moment that it was basically a draw. And then he plays that move. So I had to go back and give him a check. And then, yeah, we just allowed all this. We just turned it into a draw. And if you don't know why this is a draw, it's because the king just keeps, you know, I mean, not there, but there's just no way to kick the white king from going back and forth. So we both had a 1950 performance elo. Let us find a second opponent. All right, we find a 1719, and we get the black pieces. Cairo Khan. So he's playing that way. So it looks like we might get a Tar to cower. All right, so we go bishop d6, castles. That's the game plan. So my opponent plays h3. I have no idea why. I mean, I'm assuming he doesn't want me to pin him, but that's fine. I've actually had a game that my opponent played h3, and then down the line he ended up playing g4, and I ended up sacking my bishop. I had my like queen behind it, and then it was just a hook. Anyways, it's always good to keep that in mind. So now he plays bishop there. So let's just go ahead. So in the Tarrasch Tower, usually they want to play like c4 and have the bishop on d3 and then line up, you know, this battery here. So my opponent's not doing that. So I might actually play. No, I can't do that because then he just takes. Sometimes this is the best move, is to reroute like that. Let's just go here. So let's go ahead and put our bishop out. We're going to put bishop on f5. I'm going to probably reroute my knight over to this side of the board, but we might as well get the bishop out while we still can. So like, I mean, queen here, there could be potential sacrifices on these squares. So he goes there. So he wants my bishop, is what he's saying. I might just slide back, or I could go here, takes, and then my queen comes here. But my queen doesn't really need to be there. If I go here, he might... If I go here, he's going to push c4 and try for this, which would just be annoying. If I go here, he's going to take, and then I have the pawn cube, which actually is not like the worst thing in the world. You would think that two sets of isolated pawns suck, but the pawn cube, if you can get them rolling, is actually pretty powerful. Just debating on what I want to do. I actually might go for this. It seems very counterintuitive, but it's actually perfectly fine because you just control everything around them, and you don't care if you lose some pawns in front of your other pawns. So it's like I can start marching them down the board. So now he solidifies here. Now the other common idea, we need to develop our knight, I think, actually. So let's go ahead and do that first. We might go here and here, but if I go here and then put the knight here, he's gonna pin me, which could be a little bit annoying, but we need to do something with it. Goes bishop there. Yeah, he's trying to set up, but I guess we'll go here and then potentially reroute this way. And then we're going to play bishop to c7, queen to d6, possibly. What does that indicate? So if I go here, what's he going to do? Could also play this move, attacking here. But I think this is fine. We're going to make him create a little bit of weakness after this move. He'll have to play here. So after this, like depending on what he does, obviously, but if I go here and then he goes here, we might be able to go here attacking this right away. Then he'll have to play here, and then his light squares are a little bit weak, but we don't even have a light squared bishop. So maybe we want to play g5. Maybe that's an idea, so that he can't play this move before we put our queen on this square. So he plays queen then. I'm assuming so that if I do play this, that he can go here, but then I would take. So I can actually still do this, because he can't go here, because then I take. And if he takes back, I just win a piece. So yeah. Is he threatening anything else? No. So let's go ahead and go here. Let's set up the battery. He has to play g3. So I kind of want to push these pawns. But how do I want to push them? So if I go here, he is threatening to go here now. So I kind of want to do this, just so that he can't come here, because that would be annoying. He'll probably push this pawn maybe, but he can't, because then he can't take back. It does allow his queen to come in, which could serve to be annoying because he'd have constant pressure there, but that's why the knight's there. And if the queen moves, we might actually have rook takes. Okay, so he moves up. So if I go here, it's kind of a useless move because he can just come in. And he would win a pawn, potentially, down the line. How do we get this going? We also don't want to obsess over a certain idea for too long. So obviously this battery is not really going to work out in our favor. So maybe we just double up for now. Get the other rook active. Yeah, let's go ahead and just double up. I don't mind that idea. Okay. So his idea is pretty clear. So he wants to open up this file so that he can get the queen in and try and checkmate me this way. I'm wondering what I should do about it. So he's probably going to push here. So what if I just move the queen back 1 square so that I can go here. If I go here, he can play this. So maybe it's time to play here. The pawn cube. Let's go here. He can't take because the queen protects. This is the magical thing about the pawn cube. All the pawns protect each other very well. Except for this one, obviously. But that's why we got the queen here. And then, yeah, see, we're not going to take that. We're going to push, right? No. Yeah, why did I do that? So if I go here, he goes here. If I take, he's going to take with the rook. I think we can come here with... So if I go knight here, he takes, I take. He still can't come in. And we have a little bit of breathing room here. But if I go here, he takes, I take, he takes, I take. Doesn't look so bad. So let's go ahead and do that. But then we do have to contest with this move because the pawn would no longer protect there. And our beloved battery will be gone. We can also force a queen trade here. I don't think he has a rook sack or anything. I hope not. I don't really want to trade queens, but it might be good for me. And he's not even threatening that move. I don't know what I'm talking about. He's going to take more than likely. Yeah, he kind of needed to take there. So let's go ahead and recapture. I don't think that's a move. This is looking kind of scary though. I'm not going to lie to you. That h-file is a bit worrisome. But if I force a queen trade, then he's going to isolate my pawn. Looks kind of ugly. There's no way to get at this. Rook in. He wants to come in with both rooks. What about this move? Takes. I can't take back because there's a pin. I honestly think I'm just lost. Here he goes. Here. I think I need to trade queens. I don't want to. I think I need to force it. He takes my gift. Alright, let's go here. Now you can just push and then like create a pass pawn. That's good. So I need to go here so that he doesn't give me a check. And then win this. So if he gives check, I go here. Yeah, so he goes check. Obviously we can't go to the back rank, so we need to go here. It's the only move. Now he should really just target this pawn or push, trying to get rid of it. That's what I would do. Not saying I'm the best player ever, but this pawn looks pretty dang weak all by himself. And he can just create a pass pawn, put the rook behind it, like here, here. Yeah, that looks so dangerous. We have the more active king-ish, but it also kind of looks like I'm in a mating net here. I have this 1 square that I can go to, which is that's not what you want for your king. You want more than 1 square, but I think I'm relatively safe at the moment. He offers a rook trade. I kind of have to take it. I don't have to, but I would have to go here if I didn't want to. But I guess if I go here, he takes, I take. I have this open file still, but I can't even infiltrate here. But I think that's probably one of my better bets. So let's go ahead and do that. And he can't put more pressure because I would take and he'd lose a rook. He could back off, which is kind of the downfall of playing this rook and down. Yeah, so he takes. We'll go here. He can gain tempos. But I mean, my rook isn't really doing anything on this file. I can't go here. Can't go to either of these light squares. Can't go here. Can't go here. So I only have these 2 squares available. This is going to take some hard work to win. I'm not even going to lie to you. It probably should be a draw, but I don't know. Well, these doubled pawns, isolated pawn, they ain't looking very good. Ain't looking very promising. So he didn't want me to play this move. I understand that. So what's his plan? To play here? He offers a draw. You know what? I am actually going to accept this draw, and you guys might shit on me a little bit, but I genuinely think I'm going to lose the game, and it's a draw. It's a drawn position. Opposite colored bishops, but... So 2 draws today. First one's a lot more... We both played with a 94% accuracy. This was not the best move, so I should have went forward. This move's a little bit interesting to me. I guess the point that if you go here, then I can go back and you just created a lot of dark squared weakness. So that would be an ugly move, but anyways, we get this. We reroute. So is the best plan to go a6? No. Line up the battery. I like to slide the bishop back, put the queen in front, but depends on how I'm feeling. I wanted to go for the kill today, but I didn't. So this is a mistake. I'm supposed to put the knight there. Now that's one ugly move, because What the hell is this? Tripled pawns. But anyways, he plays there. Knight there's the best move. Takes. Infiltrate. We had to force it. We had to force the queen trade. If we don't force the queen trade here, we're in trouble. And then yeah, this is just much harder for me to play than white. Like if anyone's trying for a win here, it's white. He's got the 4 on 3, but it's actually a 4 on 2 plus an isolated pawn, and then a 2 on 3, but my 3 has doubled pawns and opposite colored bishops. Like, no thank you. We both played with a 2400 performance elo. A decent game. So if you enjoyed the video today, please consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, all that great stuff. Check the description too. Join the Discord. Check out my Instagram. I'll see you tomorrow.